Alrighty then. Let's. Wow. Look at that. I'm alive. Can you believe? Can you believe that? Back again. Live. Last week, we finished up the Fixing Yu-Gi-Oh cards series of streams, which was really fun, I thought. I hope you all enjoyed that too. I do have the entire list of that, like that whole Google Doc sheet. It is on my Discord. It is, I believe, in the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. It is pinned. So if you want to view that and get an idea of like maybe how you would fix cards, how you just some mine, if you want to maybe even make custom cards and play with those, it is available on there to play. So that's very exciting. But the topic for this week's video, it's kind of an interesting one. For this week's stream, rather, is that we will be looking at every single Yu-Gi-Oh! GX set. Because GX is notorious for having fairly subpar sets, right? It's a lot of filler stuff or a lot of stuff that didn't really see play for quite some time. And so most of the stuff from the GX sets, you only saw like a couple cards played. So I had the idea the other week is that for this mental challenge here today, can we combine every single GX set from the Lost Millennium to was it Phantom Darkness, I believe was the last GX set. So can we combine everything in this singular page on Dueling Book, right? We got 60 cards here. We could fit stuff in the side deck too, and then the extra deck. So that's going to make E-Heroes a little bit tricky. But I think we can do it. I think we can make a really fun GX. Like it's not a cube because it's so small, right? It's almost just like a like we're shrinking down GX into a single core set. And if this is something that you all find kind of fascinating, we can certainly do this for other sets. Maybe the DM era would be really tricky because I had a lot more stuff to that. Yo, Lee, what's up? You've been playing the Japanese Dark Duel Stories game. Excellent, excellent. My Booster 3 video coming up, which is available on my Patreon right now, I do talk about the promo cards from that game. So if you're into that, either become a Patreon member or just, patiently wait till Sunday. What's up, History of Yugioh? Hopefully I have a fun stream today. We had a good one last night with the live podcast with B-Sox, the Top Deck guys, where we discussed our thoughts behind Yu-Gi-Oh! Reprints, which I thought was a very fascinating discussion. And we should have a good one next week. The topic's already out there. On my community tab, you can chime in for that. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Takes. You watching the 1999 Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie? Yeah, there's been some new scans of that, which has been really exciting. I believe it was a Kaneko video. So you might want to look into that. Kineko. So that should be an exciting one. So I do want to try and keep this stream to 2 hours, kind of similar to Top Deck guys. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. If this goes well, maybe another one. If not, we'll find out. I do want to start something in July. So we'll see. We can only try. I'll try my best here. I know I always want to keep it towards a certain time, but for Janjo Live anyway, I feel like I always go over, but that's just because of the nature of the concepts for these and just things I would like to get done. Yeah, so we could start with the Lost Millennium. So I have a Wikipedia page up here. So how many GX sets are there in total? I do have a kind of quick link here I can refer to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lost my lamp through light of destruction. So that gets rid of my whole idea. Look, because originally I'm like, all right, maybe we can fit like one set per row, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows and the extra deck. So that's probably out the window. So I mean, like ancient gears, you're gonna want to have the ancient gears. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, but so we're gonna have to make some cuts. That's gonna be the challenging. But ancient gears, like that's like so GX, right? Like you're gonna need that stuff. And let's take a look at like the big cards from these sets, right? Uh Promos. I'm gonna say the stream is just Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, not core sets. The idea was just core sets, but we might have to include promos. If you want to be like, if we want to be that thorough about everything. I mean, like this is gonna be crazy, real quick, right? Like we're even like Lost Millenniums. Like there's no way we can fit like everything on here, and then every other set. Because like like obviously you need your heroes, right? Like you need these guys, or any Flamewing Man and Thunder Giant there. Yo, Sojima Max, what's up? Oh, Sojima MX. I keep calling Sojima Max. That's just dyslexia talking. Cool idea. Don't need much. Probably Dark Revolution size set, and it's easy. Yeah, I mean this is gonna be smaller than than that. Excuse me. Like it's hard. I mean perhaps it's gonna be easier like post Lost Millennium, but I don't know. There's a lot of rock monsters. The Golem Century was not this set. Oh, Wing Karibo? Yeah, Wing Karibo. I mean, we can always like add these and then like take off as needed, right? Uh, there are some rituals. I'm gonna put Doriado down here. Just because I do like the Doriado type of decks. But I think this might be fine. Might be fine. I mean, the Sphinxes would be nice, but I think if we're at to cut stuff, like they would be the first anyway to be cut. So Cybernetic Revolution. I mean, I want to go in alphabetical order, but like, I mean, Cyber Dragons. Come on. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of. We're gonna need some space for things. I feel like because one thing to be like, all right, what was like historically good, and then just keep that. But obviously, like, there's so much more than that, right? There's contemporary stuff. There's fun stuff. There's like synergistic stuff. I mean, like Bubble Shuffle, right? DDM. Am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of DDR. Death Frog, Dimension Wall. Dimension Wall was good. Dragon's Mirror. Drillroid. Goodness. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this stream. Like, I mean, obviously we just started, but just for the fact that we're doing a a GX thing because I feel like I don't do GX as much. I did that month of GX the other year. I think that was last year. And that was a ton of fun. I kind of want to do a little more GXy stuff. Fusion recovery. The Mad Lobster Magical Explosion. Miracle Fusion. You gotta have Miracle Fusion. Power Bond. I would be remiss if we didn't include Power Bomb with Miracle Fusion and Dragon's Mirror. Shien Spy. I'm just kind of looking through. System down. Tyranno Infinity. Wing Creeble level 10. I don't know if we need level 10. Place the system down is important enough. The frogs are. I mean, Poison Draw Frog is like the most impactful of like the ones from this set, at least in terms of like the later frog stuff. I guess Death Frog too. We're gonna shuffle this. Uh, I think we can move on from this. Elemental Energy. Boom. What new E heroes we got? We got Shining Flare Wingman. Oh, you gotta have that. Rampart Blaster. You got Blade Edge. Blade Edge is so cool. On Wild Heart. What else? We got Wild Edge. I wouldn't mind cutting out Tempest, but we'll see how far. Yeah, Dark World stuff. It's important. I mean, most of these are really beige, brow, brawn, lightning. Probably don't need Dark Deal. Gateway to Dark World. You know, like all that Dark World stuff. Gold. Yeah, freaking gold. Gold's cool. Silva was released near it too, right? Yeah. Let's see. Pot of Avarice. Goodness. You know, when you look at all these sets, you're like, man, these are Ojama? Yo. Oh. I guess you kind of need Ojama muscle. We did get the knights here, but I think that's fine. I don't think we need the knights. Hydro get on. Yeah, it's. I mean, like I said, like the best way I think to do this is just start just dropping cards down. We'll cut when needed, because yeah, we're only 3 sets in. The Shadow Infinity, I think, is arguably worst of the bunch, but you need those sacred beasts though. Uriah Haman and Obelisk, Raviel. I mean, goodness gracious. A Treeborn Frog and Demise, right? So what's up, G Lamb? I don't know if I said hello earlier. And then End of the World. Doom. You need Doom Dozer too. Goodness gracious. There's so much ancient gear stuff and so much hero stuff. Gokipon, Karma Cut. I don't think we need Symbol of Heritage. Like I would love for Cyber Bearer and Cyber Laser Dragon, but if you think so, we'll add it on. Any other ancient gear stuff we would want to add? What's like the most impactful stuff? Cannon, Castle, Drill, Factory, normal gear. If I recall, some people did play Drill. I mean, we're gonna have to end up cutting stuff anyway. I'm gonna drop Mega Rock down here. Oh, a jump muscle. Probably DD Survivor too. Ugh. I feel like if once we start doubling it, then that just opens the floodgates. I think part of the fun is like trying to minimize this to an extreme extent. I mean, trust me though. I'm like, God, I don't want to cut anything. I got the Destiny heroes. We might just have to keep ancient gears as they are. And honestly, we can just cut that one. Like, you're gonna need at least Diamond Dude. Well, we need end of the world like has to come with Demise. I mean, I suppose we don't because of advanced ritual art. We'll leave it on the chopping block for now. I'm trying to remember. I don't think people really play Captain Tenacious. Dasher wasn't this set. It was just Tenacious, Diamond Dude, Doomlord, Dreadmaster. Don't need Dreadmaster. Do people run Doomlord? I'm trying to remember. I feel like people ran Doomlord. But that's why we could just use Diamond Dude. Dimensional Fissure. Goodness. Emergency Call. See, we got a few new fusions here. Did I miss Steam Healer? When did Steam Healer come out? So we got Mariner, Necroid Shaman, Phoenix Enforcer, Shining Phoenix Enforcer, and Wild Wingman. Oh wait, no, Steam Healer was Duels Pack Jaden. I think. I think I just reminded myself. Yeah, I'm gonna say let's just stick with the core sets for this video. Icarus attack. That's really good. Honestly, Magic Explosion is such a shitty card. I'm gonna put it on the chopping block. Like honestly, and I think so. Like just because like they're on the list doesn't mean like we have to add them. This is more of a fun thing. Macro. I don't think we need any of the other hero letters. That's kind of weird. Put space in life, it just ends it. Busted. Yeah, I don't. I'm not seeing anything else that really sticks out to me. I mean, you could say maybe like Bountiful Artemis. It's like a maybe. But that's, that would be on the cutting room floor. Power of the Duelist. Oh, now we got the Neospatians. Oh my god, you're killing me with these things. Frogs are terrible. Let's cut the frogs. Let's see. Aliens. We don't need aliens. Baby Cerosaurus. Yeah. This is already so hard, and we're like barely like how long has the stream been on for like 25 minutes. For a second, I switched over to my live stream tab and it said 10 minutes, but like immediately updated, so I was going insane for a second. Chimera Tech Over Dragon GX. Can you calm down? Dasher, Prancer. I don't think we need the other ones. Dogma. We can lose Dogma. It's not the most utmost importance. Yeah, I'm going to cut Tempest here because I think we're gonna need room for some like actually like good stuff. Cut Necroid Shaman. I guess Wild Edge. The Neo stuff. Yeah, we got basic Neos. So this set we get Flare, Aqua, and Dark. So these three. Just we can add them and then take them out as we need. Future Fusion. Because like if there's like cards that are like just completely stupid, we can probably cut them too. But we still want to keep it fun. Mausoleum of the Emperor is good. Although I suppose, I would at least add. Honestly, if we're gonna have to cut some room, I think Aqua Dolphin's like the best one. I think Dark Neos looks the coolest, but I don't want to add like Dark Panther or Scarab. Overload Fusion. Oh my god! I mean, this is really making you kind of appreciate when you're like looking at all these sets and almost at a quick, rapid fire way. Yeah, but like Dark Panther was always kind of like that crappy choice, really. Especially if we consider that things will need to be cut. Cyber Dark Impact, the famous one, some would say. Yeah, let's jump over to Sidip. Allure Queen's barrier statues. I don't want to think about it. Blackhorn is pretty fun. Yeah, I think we can lose the Cyber Darks. Instant is important. Yeah, this set really does suck. I know I've made a video on it before, but it's just like just looking at it like vanities. I mean, obviously, like there are some cards. It honestly feels more like a modern set, just given the ratio of stuff. I mean, we still got so many sets to go. Is this like halfway? You know, got one, two, three, four, five, 6 sets left. We're gonna have to be cutting some stuff. So I think just to save room, we're just gonna. Sorry, guys, you gotta go. Do we need power bond? I wonder. I also feel like we kind of need a little more traps to like fill out the trap lineup too. Okay, so now we're in Strike of Neos. And this is where we got Advanced Ritual Art. Really good card. Card Trader's good. DD Crow's better, though. We get some more Neos stuff. But it's like, do I want. I mean, like, Air, Glow, and Grant are all fine. Dark World Dealings. Yeah. Grand Mole. Yeah, let's see. I'm just going in alphabetical order. I mean, technically, like Gene Warped Warwolf, that did seem meta play too. You got like some Six Samurai stuff in here. There's only so many archetypes we can throw in. And also, we have this whole side deck area down here to use too. Pulling the rug. We don't really need rainbow. Skyscraper 2 is fairly good. Twister's fairly good. Transmigration Prophecy has. This is so annoying. Yeah, we definitely need more traps. Honestly, I'm gonna cut Saber Source. I've like all the things we could cut, and it's like We don't really need Blade Edge. Hmm. Man, this is it's getting tough, but we got to keep moving and figure this out. All right, Force of the Breaker. Oh, Crystal Beasts. Ah, man, I can't fit Crystal Beasts in here. Ah, I like Crystal Beasts. Yo, Tim, what's up? Yeah, this is the hard. This is hard. This is the hard part. We're gonna have to be cutting stuff, changing things. Yo, Lead Lover, what's up? Raw Yellow Mega Pack's your favorite. The Prison. I'm gonna stick with core sets, which I believe Deep Prison was a promo card, right? Ryza, Ryza. Oh, what was freaking Eradicator? Oh, could we custom like Dark World stuff, maybe? Because like, would I rather have this or like Crystal Beast? You know, Commandant. Yo, Brow. I mean, Ancient Gears, we only kept the two. Yeah, we can cut Brawn. Because, like, if we're talking Dark World, like, these would be, like, the most important ones. I mean, this isn't, like, like, this isn't a deck to play. This is just, like, crunching down GX into, like, a singular. It's a very, very loose, I guess, terminology of what exactly I'm doing here. Y'all saying keep Brow? Yeah, Gold and Silva came out in the same, like, original Dark Lord set. Harpy Queen 2. Right, yeah, definitely Ryza. Sky Scourge, Norlerus, technically, I did see play. Volcanics, we cannot add Volcanics. Let's see. Well, if we add that, we would. If we add Rocket, we would have to add Blaze Accelerator. At the very least, we could add Shell. Do we need Power Bond? Because we have Power Bond, Future Fusion, and Overload Fusion. I think System Down we could cut. Twister we could cut. Power Bomb we could cut. This is so stressful. Yeah, I just don't think we would have room for Crystal Beasts because like Crystal Beasts, you really need to like a chunk of cards for them, which is fun but unfortunate for this practice. So when we get to like tactical evolution, but even like well, like what does Pegasus do, right? Like by itself. Yeah, exactly. History. Yeah, like they all like you need a lot of stuff for like the deck to operate. Neos, yeah, Neos Alias. Need that Neos Alias. Electrum. Electrum was a McDonald's promo. Not thinking about Flintlock because the lock. Hunter Dragon, Illblood. Yeah, we got a Illblood. As far as Crystal Beast go, yeah, like if it was like you could probably make something short, but it kind of I don't know, if like am I supposed to? I think just the problem is like all the cards, all the cards. Dandelion was a promo, I believe. It was like a Shonen Jump promo, and then it was like a Jaden pack thing. Well, first off, is there anything left in Snake Snake Rain? Possibly. Summoner's Art, yeah. Summoner's Art's like key for like a lot of like fun decks. Zombie Master, yeah, we need Zombie Master. I'll look at these Crystal Beasts again real quick. So if we had like Crystal Beasts, I was kind of thinking Vanity's Ruler too. So like just since you brought it up, I'm like, okay, so I wasn't alone on that. Yeah, like you would at least need like Ruby, Pegasus. Like where are the like crystal support cards? I feel like you need Promise, Blessing, Promise, Raigeki, Abundance. Yeah, they also have Abundance and so this is the problem with Crystal Beast. Like all these cards are like Abundance was like kind of their like big card. Like Beacon is good, right? Like at like the bare minimum, right? But like Rainbow Dragon would just be like impossible. Yeah, I mean even like modern Crystal Beast, like it's really just there to kind of do its thing. I mean we do have a lot of E heroes too, to be fair. But it's also like that's like they're the E heroes, right? I'm a little tempted to cut like King of the Skull Servants or even like Death's Wombat, but mm, I mean, we could even potentially cut Ancient Gear Beast. Because like I'm jumping in Gladiator Assault real quick. Sorry. Oh, so we only got 2 likes. What's up with that? Live for 43 minutes and 2 likes. Injustice there. A 3 likes. Engagement is key, guys. I mean, there's certainly cards we could kind of be more cutty towards, I suppose. Necro Gardener. Yeah, we could throw in Necro Gardener. The heck was Chaos Neos? Oh. We're not gonna need Plasma Vice. The Evil Heroes. I don't think we need the Evil Heroes. Glass won't really work. Light Imprisoning Mirror. Silent Doom. Soul Taker. Swing of Memories. Metal Reflect Slime. Necroface. Necroface sounds just like a diss at someone. Like, yeah, look at this Necroface over here. God, this is hard. I mean, the Rainbow Dragon misprint. Oh, of course. How could I forget? Well, if we're not adding Glad, I don't think we need Test Tiger, right? Right? Yeah, we're gonna need so much room. It's hard. Like some things are gonna have to get cut. Like I mean, we still have all this room in the extra deck down here, or the side deck. I mean, I think we're gonna cut Necroface. I'm thinking we gotta cut Commandant. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. I don't like this. Why did I do this stream? Yeah, no, well, if we move on Phantom Darkness, all of a sudden it's like crap. I can tell you, I mean, Dark Repper and Dark Armed, like an Armageddon Knight. It's funny how like GX is like it ends with like these two just wacky sets. I mean, Chain Material did see play. I'm not adding that. Allure of Darkness. I feel like we gotta keep Oja Magic because that's like such a important card in a bunch of the Ojama strategies, right? Was Lone Fire Blossom in this set too? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Maybe could cut Baby Cerosaurus. I was thinking about Wombat, but it's like a really good side deck card though. Could probably cut Dasher. I don't know about the Dark World cards because like they are pretty like you need something for them. I mean the side is just an addition, an extension of this. It's not like it's it's not like the side is like particularly different. At least like when we get like to the finished product. Because like we don't really need a bunch of the dark monsters, right? Like the main ones is Greffer and Dark Armed, except for Dark Eyes Illusionist, of course. When did freaking Plasma come out? I feel like I missed Plasma. Destiny Hero Plasma. Storm Neos. Hate that design. It was a tin. See, Fires of Doomsday. Giga Plant, potentially. Prime Material Dragon, maybe. Samsara Lotus. We don't need Samsara Lotus. Get that out of here. Rainbow Neos. Shadow Priestess of Ohm did see play. Super Poly. Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, Super Poly. Dark Creator's so fun, though. You Bell. I mean, it's like the big villain of GX, right? I think we can cut Icarus Attack and Transmigration Prophecy. Because all these Ubels, like, summon each other. I feel like you like need like the big villain of GX in like the GX full thing. They were also like pretty low on these extra deck stuff. So we can throw back some of these that we cut earlier. Well, we're not gonna need this guy. Armageddon Knight? No, Armageddon Knight's like too good to be cut. Yeah, we don't have Necro Shade either. Oh, we gotta include these like alternate ones too. Because we have these. I suppose we can also add Grand Neos just because we have the two. Oh, I already have one of these in it. Marine Neos. Marine Dolphin. All right, let's jump to Light of Destruction now. Honest. That is the cover card. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. Destiny and Dragoon. Fog King. Fossil Dyna. I think we can cut pulling the rug. I think we have to cut Commandant. Baby Sarah. You can't cut Ween Karibo. That's our best friend. Ween Karibo. He's our buddy. Judgment Dragon's so cool. Although, problem is with Judgment Dragon, we need to add 4 Lightsworn monsters. Which means we need to cut a lot of stuff out. Plus additional lights. Like if we're gonna do Lightsworn, we gotta really like jump into Lightsworn stuff, you know. We could cut some things. We have 4 spaces available here. We did cut a lot of traps. I'm just putting up like the monsters in here. I'm trying to organize it somewhat. Boom. Yeah. I mean that's like would be like the only other thing I would add though would be like I mean I guess now let's cut Substitute. Fucking busted. Like cuz we would need JD and then 4 Light Sworns plus I would add Solar Recharge. So that would be 6 slots. So we could potentially cut 2 slots to add Light Sworns. What are you guys thinking? A 7 likes, almost at 10. Whoa. We could cut King of the Skull Servants. I do like Skull Servants and like grass decks and stuff. Like that's fun. That's a possibility. Could potentially. Mm, we'll cut Wombat and we'll cut King. So we add him and then Solar Recharge. We could add Raiko in the set. Yeah, Raiko, Wolf, Lila. and Lumina. That's what that those are the ones I would add if I had to pick between all of them. So 1 second, rearrange this. I've been saying this for like a while. I really wish they had a like a trunk feature. There is a favorite cards thing, so I wish there was like one more row here where you could have just like, you know, more considered cards. We would also need another extra deck monster, like one that is summonable. Because we can't add Glad. I don't think there's any other like. Can't really do any other Neospatians. I think. So I don't think we got. I don't think we get Brave Neos for like some time. Like this was a promo card. We don't have Blade Edge anymore. We did we did add Grand Neos. Electrum was a promo. Mudball was a promo. Don't have Necro Shade. I mean, I suppose if we don't have extra room, then we don't have extra room, you know? Promo. And then, yeah. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. I suppose you could use 3 Ancient Gear Golems. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm like, this idea for a stream is such a stupid, silly idea. Light Destruction. Yeah, I guess technically you could summon this guy. I feel like I should have like thought more parameters for this. Because like, I guess what's the point? I guess it's kind of be like, all right, if we had to like, in a world where we crammed every single GX thing into a single set, what would you want to see? And I feel like something like this, which is tough because like there's so much, obviously as we've seen, there's like a ton of cards. Like I would want to cut these. Now the question remains. Now it's like, now what? Well, I'm like, okay, we'll jump through them, and then we'll kind of cut, as we go. And then it was just like hour in, bam. It's like that's it, really. I mean, we could go like semantics, being like, all right, how do we like kind of, well, like it's tough because like some of the stuff we cut, it's like, yeah, we really like that. But then you think, like the stuff I would cut for cards that have been added, you would prefer, right? I'm like the general um, because like I love Crystal Beast, right? Like if you had Crystal Beast, but then it's like, well, how do you fit Glad? How do you fit other certain archetypes in there? And it's hard without like cutting a bunch of other stuff, especially with just the presence hero has by itself. I mean, you could cut like Dragon's Mirror, like emergency call, I suppose. Like if we added gladiator beasts, I guess what would we add? Yeah, it's the protagonist deck. Like let me jump back into Glad. Geysaris. Geysaris was Live Destruction, right? Or is that Phantom? Yeah, it was Live Destruction. So let's see. So if we had to cut stuff from like the extra deck for some Glads, hmm. So we gotta keep some Neo stuff. I'm tempted for Wild Wingman, but I do like the alternate hero things, right? Maybe Tempest. Yeah, at the very least, Geysaris and Heraclinos, I would add. In regards, yeah, I feel like you want Bestiari, Laquari, Murmillo. I would say would be like the most like the key ones with like Secutor and Hoplimus being like secondary. So if we can fit like these three guys in, I think we can make something work there. Question is what do cut? What do cut? Probably emergency call. Maybe Dragon's Mirror. Maybe Black Horn. Hmm. Let's see how this looks. Because Glad's like one of like the bigger archetypes. It's like it's more impactful than like Cloudians, right? It's like we're not gonna have Cloudians. We at least even added Shell, but now like our trap lineup, like our trap and spell lineup are like fairly limited compared to the monsters. But I mean, it kind of showcases just how how selective the traps in the GX era were. Like we could make a fill maybe 30 spots of just traps and like of like the whole GX era. That's like worth considering, right? Yeah, because no one really plays like Zhao Diaz. Like Guy's Eris was really what tied it all together with Heraclinos kind of being that like secondary, like, okay, we have this. Secutor is definitely like a close second, but yeah, like if we're being very specific about these, very nitpicky, I would say that. But it's kind of cool though, just like GX really definitely has like their own vibes of like different eras, and it's kind of interesting how the GX kind of feels like one homogenized unit when it really was split up fairly reasonably and decently throughout its entire run, right? From Lost Millennium through Light of Destruction. I think I just need more ideas for GX content in general, honestly. I feel like most stuff I have on my list of like ideas is like DM era stuff, which I guess makes sense. That's like my main focus of this and whatnot. Like, where's my idea list I have? Like, do I have any for? I have like one idea for GX. I guess technically I do have a GXC video for August side deck, which is that Air Neos video I've discussed before. But I think it'd be fun to do a video about like the vibes of GX because they definitely have like a vibe, right? I mean, I feel like each gen has their own vibe. Oh man, yeah. Like this definitely took. I feel most of the time when I do these kind of things, I'm like trying to pace myself and trying to be really slow, and then I'm like way far behind, right? Whereas this might be the first time in history where I've actually exceeded the speed of things. But also, it's like, all right, what cards are we adding, what cards are we cutting? And with GX, it's not too terribly much. Like, there's a lot of sets and a lot of cards, but there's certainly like a hierarchy, more or less. What's up, Moose? We're listening to the whole time, just haven't had anything to say. Hey, no problem. Sometimes uh, lurkers is the way to go, hiding in the shadows in the background. Like if Konami was like, "Hey, we're reprinting like a GX set, and like this is like the set," like would you all like this thing if they gave it like a rarity collection treatment, right? Bunch of rarities, like rarity bumps for a lot of these cards. Get some U Bell reprints, just vanilla hero bumps. I really like elemental heroes. I gotta say, I kind of wish they did more of like the alternate heroes, like with Shining Phoenix Enforcer and normal Phoenix Enforcer. Because I also that was like the most like such a fun concept, right? Having your extra deck be pretty utility, and it's kind of the first time they gear it towards that direction. That's probably where they got like somewhat ideas of synchros for instead of the more of the philosophy of like how kind of fusions were beforehand too. Like speed dual GX boxes already serves that purpose. Yeah, they kind of do, except it's far and few in between, and it's also so like specific in like kind of decks. Like we did get a lot of cool stuff in the recent one, but it's still it's like we got Neospatians, but it's not every Neospatian, right? Like there's just some weird things. Like there's no like like this guy Flare Neos. Like we didn't get Flare Neos. Obviously we didn't get Air Neos. Um, we got Aqua, Dark, Glow, Grand, Brave, and Storm. but we didn't get like Rainbow Neos or Chaos Neos, Magma Neos. I'd be surprised if we get Marine Neos. So I could see him like reprinting another, like having a new set, where he gave us stuff like Flare Neos and Shining Phoenix Enforcer. I think stuff like that would be really cool. You love the look of classic E Hero, especially the fusions, combine elements from the materials. Yeah, no, it's super cool. I really like that. You know, again, like the whole idea where they, you know, you can have all these cards and just have like a multitude of things that they can just fuse into. Right, you have a lot of variations and opportunities, like some different things depending on like how much you're running. Like it's very, like in that way, it's very casual oriented because a lot of these cards kind of suck, right? A lot of the variety is more or less just purely based off of like kind of bad deck building, more or less. But the idea of just having a deck that can kind of pop into pretty much anything is really cool. It's kind of a shame we don't get more of these like random fusion stuff. Like, did we get one that's like Avion and Clayman? You know, like I don't think so. Like, give something like that. You know, like Elemental Hero, winged winged meteor or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out like a made up name. Like, where's that at? Why can't we get that? Yo, the spear, what's up? I love the look of the classic elemental hero. Oh, you said it earlier. Sorry, I thought most. My apologies. Also, what's up? Yeah, Hero's really cool. Also, these freaking Sacred Beasts. Like the whole, like just looking at this is like this is GX in a nutshell, right? And that's freaking cool. I never played with the Ubel stuff, but even like Light Swords and Glads and stuff, you know, like later GX stuff. Like all the archetypes like Dark World and Crystal Beasts and Roids and Destiny Heroes and oh my god. I tell you, GX Vibes was like par none. You know, like card anime wise, sure it may have had certain issues with it, but vibes. You know how there's like some movies and games are like these are vibe movies. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was a vibe era. Okay. Like Wing Kariba. We're getting Wing Kariba level 6, by the way, for those who didn't know. At the end of the week in the new Dragons of Legend set, it's like Flaying Wingman's firearm thing, but it's like a hat kind of thing for Wing Karibo. It looks really sick. And it makes Wing Karibo, I think technically it's a my favorite and maybe a hero monster too, which is like really cool, I think. It was a vibe and a half. Exactly. That's why I want to make a video on this. Maybe I'll do another like month of GX or something. I don't know. Like I would need a bunch of more ideas for GX. Um, yeah, but it's hard to replicate GX. I mean, a lot of people are like 5D stuff, but GX was kind of that point in the game where it was like the first time they were trying something outside of like Takahashi's normal work, right? You know, like outside of like Yu-Gi-Oh! R, right? Where they kind of just, you know, they didn't have this like whole new summoning mechanic or anything like that. They just took Yu-Gi-Oh! And thought, hey, what if, like, it's almost like it's Yu-Gi-Oh! That is a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Does that make any sense? Like GX is a fan of the product that it it is. And there's something really fun about that. Ooh. Now the question is, am I trying to stall time for this stream? The answer to that is absolutely. I do this Janjo live once a week. I don't want to, cheap anyone out of live time. But I'm willing to like chat around another 10 minutes or so. So what do you all want to talk about? Now's the time. Q&A? You want to do a little Q&A? Janjo Q&A stream? I used to do like monthly Q&As, like once a month, like usually on the first day of the month. We'd do like a Q&A for like a while. But it got to the point where it's like I feel like a lot of the people just stopped like asking questions and it'd be like, well, I got like nothing to respond with, so I'd pretty much save that for like next time I do like a Q&A thingy, it would be more of a specialized thing, I guess. Like I'd do more of like a video on it. It's my favorite e-hero. That's tough. I think Blade Edge looks really cool. I really like Mariner. I think Mariner is really dope looking. He's definitely like up there. I really like Shining Flare Wingman, aside from his like Eclair arm. But like that guy looks badass. I would love a poster of Shining Flare Wingman. Phoenix Enforcer is like really cool too. Those ones stick out to me. If I just type an elemental here, like Blade Edge, this guy, Seamuller is kind of cool. Bubble Man's cool. Um, let's see. Darkneos is cool, but he kind of sucks. Captain Gold in the gold rare print. That's one I really like. Plasma Flies looks kind of dope. Um, Inferno, Terraform, like the manga ones are really sick. I really like the more natural look of them as opposed to the superhero look of them. Heat. Sunrise is kind of cool. Shiny Neo Man's really cool. Does wake up your elemental hero count because he's like a bunch of them plus hero kids. Infernal Rage. I mean, that art's sick. I really appreciate how Eros has been like a constantly supported archetype. And like once in a while it does appear in meta, right? It's one of those like immortal decks. Some decks are just unkillable. Like they will return at some point. It makes you think of like uh Burning Abyss or Sire Dragon. Like E-Hero. E-Hero's the original unstoppable deck, I think. Like if there's a will, there is a way. I wish we got some like retrain of Neo Bubbleman though, because it is a shame that it is unplayable because of Metamorphosis. And it's also such a weird thing too, right? Metamorphosis, like it was used for his one card, but they never touched that idea for any other cards, like let alone heroes. Like it'd be cool if we got, like a some card that reads like this card is considered Metamorphosis, but has like a different effect. That you can have like Elemental Hero like Neo Sparkman, Neo Clayman, Neo Avion, Neo Burst Genitrix. Like retrain all these guys with like a Neo kind of thing going on. Like we just need something that just says like this card is treated as Metamorphosis, but it's like a hero support card, and we would be set. Like we could even have freaking Neo Flame Wingman or Elemental Hero Neo Neos. Eh? How about that? Neo Neos. The Neo spaces, exactly. Like, there's a lot they can do with that. Just because this one card is essentially banned. Like, if Metamorphosis is banned, this guy's banned. Unless there's, like, another card that has some effect to summon it otherwise. Like, ignoring summoning conditions type of deal. Oh, yeah, Alt Art Metamorphosis. I mean, I'm all down for any sort of Alt Art. I mean, look at these freaking... Whether I do prefer kind of the original looks of, like, these cards. Like, I can't deny the alt arts look pretty sick. Like, the more like it's kind of the same thing, but like this guy is like really gold. That's cool. Like, she's on the offensive, and he's flying and got the green and the red instead of the green and the blue. I wish we have a Clayman alt art so we can like have an alt art for each. Is that asking for too much? Maybe. Maybe it is. Like, there's always so much more I wish Konami could do, but obviously, like, it's a company, right? You can only do so much at a time. Certain things are on the mind, whatnot. So, like, I get it. We kind of have this in Speedo right now. I wish something like a dual academy format, legal and GX air archetypes. I mean, yeah, that's basically speed duels. Like Neos is pretty top tier, right? I'm pretty sure the um what's the skill? Where's my speed duel stuff at? Straight out of Neo space. So like if you want to play like Neo stuff, I mean, get some friends, right? You get one of those like dual academy boxes, like play some sealed formats with that. Like you could do that, you know? Or play some perfect circle format, some like casual perfect circle. I have a lot of decks, right? I've built decks for like I did a Sacred Beast Dark World deck. I've done like E Heroes, Spatians, Roids, Destiny, like all that stuff. Because no one really has that out there, so I decided to do it on my own, and some of it is definitely jankier than others. Some builds look cleaner than other builds of mine, but I mean it's fun though. Like there's just something fun about GX, especially like perfect, and that's why I like Perfect Circle format because it's like peak GX, but before it goes complete bonkers with Phantom Darkness and technically Gladiator's Assault too. But yeah, that wasn't as much of a big deal. And even Trooper format, right, with the Troop Dupe Scoop and the Demise OTK and all that stuff. Like it's super annoying to play against when they add like Card Trooper and Cyber Phoenix and stuff out this freaking stupid card, and they're just constantly drawing cards for you getting loss of advantage, and the gadgets keep getting like it's so much dumb stuff, right? Whereas the other formats don't have that, but with Trooper, like I don't know, there's something like chaotically fun about it. Like I do like some chaotic formats. Some ones that are more skewed towards certain decks can be fun, right? Like price excluded. Uh, Dad Return is pretty fun. Um, Chaos format or Android. Like so many formats like that. Just have like a ton of fun stuff with them. And there's so much fun to have with that. I haven't really played much of Light Sworn, so that's a deck I wouldn't mind like trying out. It's like my perfect circle. One of my perfect circle decks is a PC. Yeah, look at all these stupid decks I have for Perfect Circle. Ancient Gear, Crystal Beast, DDT, Crystal Beast, RC, which is something. Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dark, Dark World, DDT, Demise, OTK, Destiny Hero, Neospatian, Ocean Control, Ojama, Sacred Beast, Vehicroid. And the Sacred Beast is a Sacred Beast Dark World one because that's the with like a couple other like weird janky stuff. That's just how I managed to do something with that. Because otherwise, these cards are pretty hard to play. You could play Hammond and Crystal Beast, which some like builds pre like the Crystal Bond era of Crystal Beast did enjoy playing. Rest of like Uriah and Raviel didn't really have that like good deck to fit in. But with Dark Worlds, you have a lot of fiends. This guy's a fiend. You can run some continuous traps. Don't need to be much. And kind of similar things with continuous spells with Haman. So it kind of works more or less revolving more around Raviel. But I mean that's just that. I do need some ideas for next week's stream though. Because I do have an idea I would like to start in July. So I just have like another week of doing something. So if anyone has like any ideas for that, hit me up on like Discord on my Discord thing, or in the comments of this, or like just I don't know, just anywhere I could see. Also, I got that freaking donation goal up there. I don't know if anyone noticed that. Uh, Hopefully I can reach is $10 for the month. It's a monthly donation goal. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, I think I did the main thing in the stream. I hit an hour 30. I can survive with that, I think. So it's definitely a shorter stream than the previous weeks, but yeah, sometimes I don't mind that too much. But yeah, thank y'all for stopping by, checking this stuff out. I enjoyed talking GX for an hour and a half with y'all. And hopefully you have the fine rest of your day. Until I see y'all next time, have a wonderful day. Yo, thank you, Moose. See you next week. Jake the Snake, thank you. You just joined in. Um, yeah, I know. Sorry, it's kind of a short stream. We somehow went through this like pretty freaking early on. I've just been chatting for the last like 20 minutes. Um, but I should be back next week. And once again, if you have any ideas for next week's stream, let me know. Either drop a comment in this or hit me up on Discord. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by and have a wonderful